Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the final mock draft. Right before the NFL draft, I got ESPN playing over here. I'm going to be glancing over here a little bit. If you are looking at my face cam, because ESPN is on, I'm looking to see if there are any more rumors that pop up. And we're gonna do this thing. It's gonna be, man, tonight's gonna be special. To go over the rumors, the latest rumors. Obviously, the Saints want to trade up all the way to number 10 for a corner. Nuts. Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay. That's also really nuts. And the 49ers inquired about trading for Aaron Rodgers, trading the third pick to get Aaron Rodgers. And man, Aaron Rodgers always wanted to play for the 49ers when he was growing up. So, I mean, that's awesome. But we're going to get to the mock draft. The rumors are already going wild. Man, I cannot wait for this. But we're going to go number 1, Trevor Lawrence, and then number 2, Zach Wilson. Those are the two guaranteed. And I've heard that people are 90% sure that Mac Jones will be at 3. So I'm going to stick with Mac Jones at 3 for the Niners. It was tough for them, but Thomas Dimitroff of the Falcons said it himself. He believes that Mac Jones will go at 3 to the Niners, and I do think that Kyle Pitts will go to the Falcons at 4. Now, this is interesting because I heard that the Falcons really like Trey Lance, but I also heard that they would be stoked if Kyle Pitts fell to them at 4, so I'm going to have them take Kyle Pitts at tight end. Him and Hayden Hurst, man, that's a pretty good tight end duo. You could definitely do something with that. And, of course, you got Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley at wide receiver. Who knows if Julio Jones is going to get traded or not. Jake Glazer from Fox Sports says it's unlikely. So, pretty good offense there in Atlanta still. And then, of course, the Bengals. Man, I was really thinking, this is the place where Penei Sewell could go. But looks like the potential franchise tackle is not going to the Bengals here. I've heard that it would be Jamar Chase there for the Bengals. So, Jamar Chase for the Bengals it is. I do think that Penei Sewell could be in play here for the Dolphins. I think the Chargers could trade up here. I think they could trade up to 6. I think they could trade up to 7. But that wouldn't make too much sense for the Dolphins because they already traded up from 12 to 6. So I think what they're trying to do here is get their offensive tackle, which is Penei Sewell. I'm going to have them grab Penei Sewell, and it really sucks because I really want to do some trades, but obviously this does not allow me to do trades unless I pay for it. I'm not paying money for a mock draft simulator. Now we go on to 7 for the Lions. The Lions could take a QB here, but I think they're kind of blowing smoke. I think they just want to get a receiver. Jalen Waddle sitting right there. But I'm going to take Devontae Smith. I don't know why is this far down the board. I think all the smoke of Devontae Smith, his size won't make him as good of a wide receiver as Jamar Chase, which I could agree with, but I think Devontae Smith, the numbers that he put up in the SEC, he won the Heisman last year. You don't pass on a guy like that unless it's Jamar Chase. Jalen Waddle, he has some size issues too. He's small, he's short. He does make some big plays on the ball, but you have to put that into consideration if you're going to consider Devontae Smith small. The Lions get Devontae Smith at 7. Their wide receiver core is depleted, so this is the perfect pick for them. Now we go to the Panthers at 8. I've heard that that corner could go here. Patrick Surtain could go. Now I wonder if that's why the Saints wanted to trade all the way up into the top 10 was because they knew that Patrick Surtain was already going to be gone and that J.C. Horn was already going to be gone. I think that when it comes down to it, the only choice that the Cowboys have is J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain. Both of them won't be there. So it's really interesting. I'm going to go with my gut here. And I'm going to take Patrick Surtain. I'm going to take Patrick Surtain. Daniel Jeremiah had that in his mock draft, and I trust Daniel Jeremiah. Even though he says he's not very confident in his mock draft, there's been a lot of smoke everywhere. I'm going to have Daniel Jeremiah pick Patrick Surtain at number 8, and Justin Fields and Trey Lance are falling down the boards here. I am going to have the Broncos take Trey Lance. I heard that if Trey Lance is there for the Broncos, they will take him, even though they already traded for Teddy Bridgewater. I still think that once they draft a rookie quarterback, they're going to move Drew Lock within the coming days during the NFL draft, days 2 and 3. So I'm going to have them take Trey Lance here. You guys may think, oh, well, they traded for Teddy Bridgewater. You think that you think they want their answer at quarterback to be Teddy Bridgewater? Come on, guys. Now, I'm going to have the Cowboys take J.C. Horn here. It's a no-brainer. J.C. Horn, arguably the best corner in this draft. It's really neck and neck between Patrick Surtain and J.C. Horn. I've heard a lot of people say J.C. Horn has climbed up the boards of being the best corner in this draft. And big need corner is for the Cowboys at 10. So perfect pick for them. The Giants at 11. Jalen Waddle is still on the board, which is kind of surprising. I mean, you could see Jalen Waddle there at 8. Maybe the Cardinals trade up to get Jalen Waddle, as they said that they wanted to do. Maybe the Broncos are just like, we have Cortland Sutton and we have Jerry Jeudy, those two guys that can go up and get it, can make those body catches, but we need that guy that can scare defenses, that can put a little speed on the field. But he lasts until the Giants pick, and I'm going to have Jalen Waddle. Rashawn Slater's still on the board too, though. I wonder if David Gettleman, the hog mollies, he likes to hog mollies. I really wonder. Rashawn Slater's got to be big here. I completely forgot Rashawn Slater was on the board. Yeah, it's going to be Rashawn Slater. Jalen Waddle left for the Eagles at 12. Absolutely amazing pick. I don't see how they can pass on Jalen Waddle when it comes to that point. And it looks like Justin Fields is going to fall right in the Patriots' laps, which is just ridiculous. If there's no trades, one quarterback's going to last until pick 15, which is nuts. Like, I don't see how... but there's going to be trades. There's going to be trades. That's the thing. Christian Darrisaw looks like it should be the pick here. And that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Christian Darrisaw here. Elijah Vera Tucker. This is probably one of the most lockiest picks. Vera Tucker to the Vikings. They need an interior offensive line. I'm sorry if I'm going a little too fast, but I want to make sure that this video gets completed and uploaded before the draft. Now we go on, and these are some easy picks right here. These are some easy picks. Patriots at 15. Justin Fields. Wow. Justin Fields falls right in the Patriots' laps. He can fit the system that they put in for Cam Newton because he has the athleticism. He has a strong arm. He's just more accurate than Cam Newton right away. I think he's a better quarterback than Cam Newton right away. You could start him right away. Get that scheme going. They lost Joe Thuney, but they got some really good tight ends. They got some solid receivers. Just let him go. Just let him go. Doesn't even matter if you win this season. All that matters is developing Justin Fields. And I think Justin Fields will be a stud with Bill Belichick. Now, number 16, the Cardinals need a corner. I mean, you could take Greg Newsome at 16. Would that be a little bit of a reach? Do you think you can maybe get a little more value with this pick? Absolutely. Christian Barmore, another possibility. Maybe it's... I don't know if it'd be Micah Parsons. I really don't think that'd be a good fit with Isaiah Simmons and Chandler Jones there. So maybe you just take the corner, Greg Newsome here. I think that's what makes the most sense. They could also take Tevin Jenkins here if they really want to go offensive line. Although I don't think they need tackle that badly. They did get Rodney Hudson, and maybe they want to develop Josh Jones. I'm going to go Greg Newsome here. It may not be you could have gotten more value out of the pick. You probably could have traded back and gotten Greg Newsome. But Greg Newsome is a really good player, and he potentially, if he didn't have the injury concerns, and it's not as bad as like maybe a Caleb Farley, but if he would probably be like the number one guy. We got breaking news here. Okay, it's just Aaron Rodgers, still Aaron Rodgers news. So they're just repeating what has been said already. Christian Barmore could be the pick here. I mean, they don't really have anyone on the interior after getting rid of Maurice Hurst, so this could definitely be the right pick. They could also go Kwity Paye, and Jalen Phillips is still on the board for them as well. They could go offensive tackle here. Tevin Jenkins has been a popular pick. Micah Parsons is still on the board too. Really, linebackers could go bang, 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 17, 18, 19 here. Between Micah Parsons, Jamin Davis, and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I don't know why he's that way down the board. They did lose LaMarcus Joyner. The best fit here would be a Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. That would make the most sense here for the Raiders, because they did lose LaMarcus Joyner, and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah can fill that role, and he could also fill the role that Corey Littleton's kind of been disappointing in. They still have got Nick Kwiatkowski, who I'm still a fan of, so to get him there is pretty good. I don't know. Now we go on to the Dolphins. I really hope that I can find a place for Christian Barmore, because I don't think he falls this far. I think Micah Parsons here makes sense for the Dolphins. I also think Jermaine Davis makes sense. I'm going to have him take Micah Parsons here. I mean, they do need a linebacker. Kyle Van Noy, they released him, which is, wow. I mean, that's something else, man. And that leaves Jermaine Davis for the Redskins. So it goes bang, bang, bang for linebackers there. It really could go that way. I could really see that happening. And they could go any order. I mean, I don't think I see Jermaine Davis going to the Dolphins, but yeah, it could go any order there. Just depends on who the Raiders like best out of those linebackers. This is a dang good linebacker class, man. Very good linebacker class. I'm going to have the Bears go. It's really between Elijah Moore, who I really like, and I've seen Kadarius Toney mocked to the Bears. I really don't like that. I think that's really disgusting. And I'm a Bears fan, so I really don't like that pick. Christian Barmore is an interesting pick if you really want to get the long-term Akeem Hicks replacement, although I don't think you should think that far into the future. I think you should get an impact player right away. Tevin Jenkins is a guy that I've really thought about for the Bears at 20. It makes a lot of sense considering that they do need a tackle. Elijah Moore makes a lot of sense too. He could make an impact right away. Ooh, my goodness, that sucks. Get out of here. But I'm going to go with Tevin Jenkins here. I think that's the right pick for the Bears. Get probably the most dominant zone run tackle in this draft. He'll play at right tackle. You can move him over to left tackle. When his career goes on, probably can't do it right away. He still probably has to learn the position. You could put him at guard though, so you could put him at guard or tackle on the right side if you really wanted to. So yeah, he's kind of versatile. But yeah, the Bears struggled to run. He is the best run blocking tackle in this draft, so the Bears should be ecstatic if they get him at 20. The Colts, seems like an easy pick. Jalen Phillips, they need that stud edge rusher. And Jalen Phillips is that guy. He is the most talented edge rusher in this draft and probably the best edge rusher in this draft if it wasn't for the injuries. Even with the injuries, he might be. So, I mean, that's great for the Colts to get him there. You just hope that he stays healthy, and if he does, he is going to be an instant impact player right away. Now we go on to the Titans. I don't know why I'm going so fast, but I was going so fast, now I'm going so slow. Elijah Moore, this makes plenty of sense because they lost Corey Davis. This is a perfect Corey Davis replacement, and A.J. Brown gets his former teammate back on his squad. Elijah Moore, he just creates separation, man. He's a speedster. He's a guy that is very good at route running. He's just everything you want in a receiver his size. So to get him, and he's a very good contestant catcher too. He's just an all-around great wide receiver. So to get him at 22, the Titans should be pretty cool with that. So Caleb Farley's still on the board. I don't know if the Jets really want to take a guy like Caleb Farley considering his injuries. Azeez Ojulari, could definitely be the pick here. I could actually definitely see Azeez Ojulari going here, and that's actually who I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Azeez Ojulari. They need edge guys. They've got the interior set. They got Sheldon Rankins, and they've got Quinn Williams there, just locking it down on the inside. Now they need to get guys on the outside. Azeez Ojulari, a speed guy that can convert speed to power, played in the SEC, absolute dog on the defensive line. The Jets get a real good one there. And this is where the edge guys are going to kind of fly off the board here. Caleb Farley could be the spot here for the Steelers, considering that they did release Steven Nelson and their other corner. It could also be running back. I do think Najee Harris will be the pick here. Although I don't agree with it, it's going to be the pick here, I believe. I think the Steelers really want to come out of here with a top-tier running back, so they get one in round 1. The Jaguars do need offensive tackle. Alex Leatherwood has been rising up boards, although I don't agree with him rising up the boards. They do need a safety, and I think, they traded away Ronnie Harrison. So Trevon Merrick, who's one of my favorite players in this draft, could be the pick here. It could also be, you really have to guess and see who's going to be picked here. I mean, Christian Barmore could also be the pick here. Calais Campbell did leave. I mean, they did trade Calais Campbell, so he could kind of be the inside replacement there. They've got guys on the edge with Josh Allen and Clavon Chason. So, yeah, man, I think it could be Barmore. Yeah, I don't know why Barmore's slipping. I'm going to go Barmore here. Yeah, and Jaguars just love D linemen at the end of the draft, like at the end of the first round. They did it with Taven Bryan. They do it with Christian Barmore. And they're so good at selecting talent, too, which is just awesome. Now the Browns are kind of heartbroken that Christian Barmore came off the board there, off the interior. They did sign Jadeveon Clowney, although I do feel like they need more depth at the edge position. Kwity Paye could be I think Kwity Paye could be a steal here. They could go Caleb Farley. Greedy Williams has kind of been disappointing. Denzel Ward's still been pretty solid corner. I don't think receiver is something that they need. Joe Tryon's been going up a lot of boards too. They could go Onwuzurike here. I've heard that he could go at the end of round 1. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do Levi Onwuzurike there for the Browns at 26, and the Ravens now. They need a wide receiver. Rashad Bateman's there. You take Rashad Bateman and you just go away with it. That's what you do. And you have pick 31. Maybe Kwity Paye lasts there. I'm going to go Caleb Farley here for the Saints. They desperately want a corner. And the Packers do need an offensive tackle. I don't like Alex Leatherwood here right now. I don't think they're going to take another Michigan edge. Yeah, wide receiver is definitely an option. I don't think they're gonna get help for Aaron Rodgers, even though maybe, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a troll and just be like, since Aaron Rodgers asked for a trade, I'm gonna say they're gonna try and convince him to come back and draft a guy like Kadarius Toney here. I'm gonna do it. It's probably out of jokes, but man, the back of the first round is the hardest to mock because you have no idea who's gonna be there and who's not. So. Now, I don't think Landon Dickerson's going to go. I think it's going to be I think the Packers could go interior offensive line. I think they could go Creed Humphrey. I would definitely like that for the Packers. I think that would be a great pickup for them. Running back is definitely an option for the Bills, even though I don't think they need to draft another one. I feel like the running backs that they already have are pretty good. They got Zach Moss, Devin Singletary, that they drafted relatively high in the second and third rounds. Um, they could use a corner. I don't think you take a corner here. I think Eric Stokes would be an interesting option. I mean, Jason Owe, his stock has kind of dropped. I kind of forgot that he was here. I'm gonna try Jason Owe. No, we're gonna go Kwity Paye. Kwity Paye should not be falling this far. And then since Jason Owe is there for the Ravens there. He looks like a Raven to me, so I'm gonna do it. And it kind of reminds me of like a Daniil Hunter type of guy, and he can fill that Matthew Judon role too. So, and then for the Buccaneers, I'm gonna give him Joe Tryon just because JPP is getting a little older, and so yeah, that is the mock draft.